Justin Bieber offends his fans on Instagram.
Did Miley Cyrus hook up with Justin Bieber's dad?
And we have a brand new People's Most Beautiful.
And we've got all this and more on today's Hollywood Rundown.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Daily Hollywood Rundown. Misty Kingma here with myself. It's Wednesday, thank goodness.
Yes.
Because it is Weird Wednesday.
Coming up for you guys later in the show.
Yes, and you don't want to miss it. It's really, really funny.
But first,
yes,
Erin has our top story with Justin Bieber.
Okay, we have a little bit of bad news in Justin Bieber land. Justin Bieber land, it's like Disneyland but worse. Justin took a personal trip to Japan this week just to kind of like maybe debrief. He had a little bit of a like side performance and just did some tourist things. And he shows up to a very famous shrine called the Yasukuni Shrine in Tokyo that honors war criminals from World War II. Now Justin pulls up to this war shrine, not knowing that that was what it was, thought it looked pretty, told his driver to pull over, gets out, finds a priest, and stands on the side of the shrine and proceeds to pray, and then has somebody take a photo of it. Well, Justin posted that on Instagram with the caption, "Thank you for your blessings." And all of his fans, all of his Chinese fans were freaking out, you guys, because this shrine is kind of controversial. It really honors a lot of really atrocious war criminals.
But he didn't know that.
He didn't know that. So after many tweets and responses saying that he needed to take it down, he did take it down and then apologized, which I thought was very adult of him.
Yeah, right away. I loved it. He did it right away, no hesitation.
And he Instagrammed this photo with the caption, "While in Japan, I asked my driver to pull over, for which I saw a beautiful shrine. I was misled to think the shrines were only a place of prayer. To anyone I have offended, I'm extremely sorry. I love you, China, and I love you, Japan." So very adult, very mature.
Maybe he really is changing his ways.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting when you say that is we also saw on his Instagram that Justin was doing a lot of really great things while in Japan. He visited a Japanese orphanage playing with some of the kids. You can see in the video right here. It's so adorable. And I do think that he is trying to make better decisions and do right again.
Yeah.
And we're all gonna mess up from time to time. So good for you, Justin, for really standing up for your mistakes and saying I'm sorry and apologizing to your fans.
I want to go to Justin Bieber land now.
Speaking of Bieber, Misty,
could Miley Cyrus be Justin Bieber's new stepmom in the future?
Oh my gosh, I hope not.
So remember we heard rumors about Justin Bieber and Miley Cyrus possibly hooking up?
Yes.
Well, now we're hearing rumors that Miley has hooked up with Justin's dad, Jeremy.
This is out of control.
Out of control. So he's 38, she's 21. She's single, we think, or possibly dating Mike Will Made It. And Jeremy is recently single. So a source has said Justin and Jeremy rented a suite at a hotel in LA a couple of weeks ago and had a bunch of people over. Miley was there partying hard, and she and Jeremy ended up in one of the bedrooms together for over an hour. So what could they have been doing for over an hour?
That is terrible. They aren't playing cards.
They could have been playing cards, smoking, dancing, talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with smoking, knowing Miley's, I don't know, her addiction,
fetish?
her love of marijuana.
Yeah.
I'm actually hoping that's the case in this instance, even though I don't promote drug use.
No.
But
listen, I don't think this is true. But
really?
Miley has dated an older man before. When she was 15, she dated a 20-year-old, Justin Gaston.
Right.
And the source also said that Justin Bieber would be okay with this and would support it.
This is out of control. None of this is true. Justin Bieber would lose his mind. Miley Cyrus, we would have to put her in a home somewhere because she would have lost her mind if she did this.
Speaking of putting someone in a home or putting someone somewhere and Miley going missing for hours, she's been MIA for the past 48 hours on Twitter and Instagram.
I've noticed this. We do know that she was moved from her hospital in Kansas City.
But we don't know where.
Yeah.
And since she's been moved, she has had no contact with social media, which is a little unusual for Miley because she usually tweets, at least a few times a day, to let us know that she's alive. So we're thinking either her condition has worsened, making her unable to use her phone, or could she possibly have checked into a rehab facility? Because when you do that, you do cut all ties with the outside world. So what do you think?
I think that Miley maybe has had someone, maybe her management team, kind of persuade her to not be on Twitter, because moving her from Kansas City, she was surrounded by paparazzi, which probably was not good for anybody in her camp. So they probably have told her to stay low, lay low, not tell people where she is and what she's doing at all times until she's back to 100%.
All right, we'll keep you guys updated on both of these crazy Miley stories. Well, since Aaron and I were out of the running, People has named a new most beautiful woman.
Yeah, that's how I want to feel like I was out of the running, that I didn't
We
lose.
weren't eligible.
We weren't eligible,
Yeah.
right? Lupita Nyongo, first-time Oscar winner, gorgeous fashionista, has been named People's 25th most beautiful person. And what I love about this choice is that Lupita is a brand new face. She's a newcomer on the scene. She really broke out with her performance in 12 Years a Slave, which was one of the most breathtaking performances I've ever seen on screen. And she's always been so glamorous on the red carpet. You know, she wears these gorgeous gowns, and everybody's talking about how she's always the best dressed.
She dominated award show season, like, let's be honest.
She did,
She deserves this.
And she's also the face of Lancome, so there's a part of us that thinks that she probably knows she's beautiful already. But what I love about this story, though, is that she's so humble and so honored to be named People's 25th most beautiful person. And her story is kind of interesting. You know that she is Mexican born, but she's from Kenya, and her mother works for a cancer fund in Africa, and her mother always told her growing up that she was beautiful, but Lupita said that she didn't always believe that she struggled with blemishes, she felt insecure, just like all of us do. But she also felt like her skin color was something that really held her back, because she's this beautiful, dark colored skin. And now, as an adult, now that she's being in the spotlight, she's really come to own who she is, what she looks like. She said in the magazine that her complexion had always been an obstacle that she had to overcome. She said, you can't rely on how you look to sustain you. What is fundamentally beautiful is compassion for yourself and for those around you. That kind of beauty inflames the heart and enchants the soul. She's such a poet, but really what she's saying is inflames the heart. It's beautiful. Is that beauty really, truly does come from your confidence and from the inside and who you are as a person, not by your physical attributes. What do you think about this?
Inspirational Wednesday.
Yeah.
This is the best story I've heard in a really long time.
Yeah, we love you, Lupita.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and I want to be just like you when I grow up. Now, keeping the positive mojo going, you guys, it's Weird Wednesday time.
Yep. Sometimes I like talking to celebrities, and sometimes I like talking about weird news.
Yes,
we're going to talk about weird news today for Weird Wednesday. We found this online, Aaron and I did. So these parents decided to name their daughter using the internet. Okay. They created a website called namemydaughter.com, and the tagline is amazing because it read, "'Cause I wasn't already crazy enough." So Steven and Alicia posted on the site in January, letting the internet give some names to possibly name their daughter. But they did give a disclaimer saying that they would ultimately decide the name because they knew the internet was crazy.
Yeah, very.
They said, "Unfortunately, internet, I know better than to trust you. We will ultimately be making the final decision." So,
let's get into the name choices that were made.
So they ended up going with the second choice, the runner-up name, which was, drumroll please, Amelia Savannah Joy McLaughlin. And she was born April 7th, very healthy baby girl.
Yes.
And
I like that, Amelia.
The #1 name after 150,000 votes, the name that actually won is Cthulhu Allspark.
Cthulhu Allspark.
What is a Cthulhu?
We aren't quite sure. We think it's a nerd reference to a demon from another dimension.
Other names that were suggested after the 150,000 votes were Street Lamp, Zelda, and Megatron.
Megatron!
So we learned the internet is very, very nerdy.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna ask them to help me name my first child.
Nope, I'm good.
I'm good. All right, you guys, thank you for watching DHR, but before you go, we wanna know, do you really think that Miley Cyrus hooked up with Justin Bieber's dad?
That's a really good question, Erin. That's it for Weird Wednesday and the DHR today. Erin Robinson and Misty Kingma signing off for today. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, you guys, thanks for watching DHR. You have to watch yesterday's show, though, because it was our first episode of Turned Up Tuesday. Click on the boxer right here to see that. And don't forget to subscribe before you go.